Hello, my name's Jason from DizzyInfinity.tv and I wanted to show you how to master the elevator. I've been trying to master this thing for quite some time now using delayers and all sorts of methods to try and get a simple, what should be a simple process of when you step on a switch, that's my down switch, when you step on a switch the elevator goes up and when it reaches the top it stays up. Same thing when you hit the down switch, you want the elevator to come down and you want it to stay down. Not as simple as one would seem. I'm going to show you why in just a second. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about with this whole elevator thing. Go to the platform and I'll build another, or replicate this over the other side of the map here. So let's put down an elevator. And by default, this is what we get. Let me just run over to the elevator over here. Let's get old Donald. Okay, so by default, when you place an elevator down, it's going to go up and it's going to go down constantly. Okay, not ideal. Well, that's kind of cool for platforming, but if you want to use it as sort of a more traditional elevator system, that's not really going to work for us. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to put down two switches either side of this elevator. 1, 2. Okay, now let me show you what happens by its default nature. So let's say we set this switch here. We go new logic when stepped on by anything. For the moment, we want you to move down. And when this one, if I could just get it to select, so when I step on this one, stepped on any, I want you to move up. Now, what this will do, if I use this example, right, so it's going to come down, but it'll actually, so I'll wait till it goes up again. By default, right, it'll change direction. See that? Even though it's starting to go up by moving on, yes, it changed to down. But the problem is once it gets down to the bottom, it'll just keep going up and down and it's on action. So at the moment, that's not going to solve our issue. So that's just going to, let's say, alter the direction. See, I'll go straight back up before it hits the bottom. Yep, easy. That's easy to understand. Okay, so the next thing I figured out was, originally I was using a delayer to make it stop, but that causes some issues too, which I realised. So the next creativity tool we need to use is the logic gate, my new favourite creativity toy, as it seems. Let's just bung a logic gate. I'll put it either side here. So a logic gate here, a logic gate for each side. Okay, so basically what we want to do is we want to go for the down switch for when we're going down. So new logic gate. So when at the bottom, when the elevator's at the bottom, send an input to the logic gate, and with the output of the logic gate, I want you to send the off signal. Okay, and let's repeat that for the other side. So new logic gate, when you're at the top, I want you to send an input, and the output is going to tell the elevator to turn off. Okay? Oh! We have an error. Okay, we are back. I've set it up again. Whoops, I said that wrong. Okay, now this is where I can demonstrate what the next part of the issue is. So this is starting to get where we want it to be, where we're hitting the switch, and when it goes to its desired location at the top or the bottom, it is stopping and it will stay there. But I think you probably already picked up on the issue, and this is what was really frustrating me, is you have to hit the switch twice because there's some kind of weird bug or I don't know whether it's a bug or what, but basically, see when I get over the switch, it does not register. And I think what's happening here is it's hitting the top, but as soon as you activate, it's like first triggering the at top state, which means it's immediately hitting stop again. But then when you hit it the next time, it's like it won't do that again. So you've got to hit the switch twice basically to activate the action, which wasn't super desirable. So fear not, after hours of tinkering, I worked out the solution to this. Basically what that is firstly we need to send a signal that whenever the elevator is turned off, we're going to close the gates. Okay, so new logic connection, whenever you're off, close the gate. That effectively will fix our issue. However, now what the problem is, because now the gates are closed, when I bring it down again, it's going to continue to go up and down because the gates are closed now. So effectively the switches in effect have become broken. So final step of the final step is adding in a delayer, which I'll put here. And basically what we want to do with the delayer is you want to set it to about 3 seconds, because if you set it to about 3 seconds, that's long enough for it to be well away from the top or the bottom. And basically when the delay is completed, we want to open up the gates. Right, new logic, delay completed, open up the gate. And then finally, we just need to set the switches, whoops, when stepped on, any, start the delay. Okay, come on. New logic, stepped on, any, start delay. Okay, so now I'll just have to let it get to the top so I can reset itself. That work? And it's a perfectly working elevator the way it should be. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I hope that has helped someone. It's kind of weird that we have to have this such elaborate setup just to have a simple elevator that will go up or down, but it's kind of cool because I'm using it as a mechanic where you can is that the up? Yeah, it's the up. I'm using it as a mechanic that you can put people in sections of your toy box and they can't return, so that if you had it set up so that you had a like a area, what do you call it, a trigger area here, so as soon as they get in the trigger area the elevator goes up, and if it stays up there's no way for them to get back down into that section. So it's a kind of a good way to advance a character without letting them go back into that certain area. There's many other uses for it obviously. Hopefully in Dizzy Infinity 3.0 it'd be nice to have a state in the elevator that allows to have this functionality built in. If you think that's the case, let's give it the thumbs up and see if we can get that put into Dizzy Infinity 3.0. But in the meantime, for our 2.0 Toy Box Adventures, I hope this helps you if you are looking to work out how to get this functionality into your elevator. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and stay tuned for more Toy Box Imagineering.